I was preparing for war, you know. I come inside the cage, I fight with this guy, and he tap. I'm like, why I come here? Why I train so hard for this? Like, you gonna tap like easy like this? You know, I just take his chin, you know, it's like he tap. Like this one make me upset too, you know, because I accept more than what I find inside the cage. I expect more. And then after what happened, honestly, I don't remember everything. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I remember like someone from his like corner say something, like, and it was like crazy emotional moment for me. I'm like, okay.
Well, this is one of the reasons why I want to bring this up is because everybody always wants to talk about the power of belief, you know, and how important the power of belief is. And it's super important, you know, and it's a big factor in Conor's success is this like insane belief he has in himself. But even with the power of belief at 10, you still have to deal with the limitations of the body.
Correct.
And you still have to deal with like what is the reality of getting hit on the chin. And there's some people that have a hard time with the big moment. Conor obviously shines in the big moment. But at the end of the day, even with that insane belief, you get to see his physical limitations. But what you got to see though is, well, you got to see a lot in that fight, but you don't know what's going to happen until they do it.
That's why it's a fight.
So he has this amazing belief in himself, and he had a really interesting style, man. That whole thing where he was doing like putting his hands out there and papping them, and then throwing off speed punches and then dropping them in.
How about his angles were so good, so good and so exaggerated and big. He would get Floyd's back, and Floyd was very smart. He wouldn't turn into him to give him more of an angle. He would just cover up because he knew the ref was going to stop it.
Right.
The real MVP of that fight, granted, you know, Conor and Floyd, that ref.
Oh yeah, he let him fight.
You the real MVP.
Yeah. And you can't take anything away from Conor, man. Conor has put himself in that part, in that status, to be that guy. And even sometimes I have to think, I'm like, man, like that, because some guys get envious of that, like, how did he do that? Like some guys are just special like that, and Conor is that guy. He's special like that.
Yeah,
you know. So he people just gravitate towards him, and he, you know, special guy. But can you imagine me fighting Conor? Like that wouldn't even be fair. It would not be fair. Like everyone has a puncher's chance, but it would not be fair. Like you saw what Khabib did to him at 55. Now imagine me doing that to him at 70, and I'm not just gonna take him down. I'm gonna march forward. I'm gonna hit this guy. I'm gonna beat on him. I'm gonna take him down. I would do some bad things to Conor, and not just because it's not that I don't like the guy. I mean, Conor's Conor.
Yeah, listen, a spectacle, but listen, this is where it's not a spectacle. This is it's a spectacle, yeah, but this is where it's not. This is why that was. Listen, he never really had a boxing match in his life, right?
Right.
He didn't have a boxing match, right? He went 10 rounds with the greatest fighter in the last 100 years of boxing.
No, Conor's a beast. Conor's a beast.
Think about no. You're not listening to me. You don't understand what I'm saying. Yeah. He went 10 rounds, scored punches on the greatest fighter in the last 100 years. Yeah. Did he do something? Did he accomplish something? A star. See, people ain't looking. People just want to see the black guy beat the white guy. They just want to see it. But look what he had to fight against. And look what he did when he fought against it.
That's true. Because nobody.
Can I imagine? Listen, imagine the guy that never had a boxing match and he's fighting boxing with me. 10 rounds and he's fighting me, and we're fighting.
I don't think he makes the 10 rounds.
Yeah, but imagine if he did, and we're fighting. I'm doing my thing.
Yeah, I was watching in Fabric. I was watching his fight. I was working on a fight Aldo. I was sitting in night, was working the night and for Fabric. Take the rest and 15 minutes to watch his fight. I was look at that, like if the guys make so many money, like millions and this stuff, why I can't do it now? Everything, I'm a fighter, I'm a warrior, like I have something inside, and I feel that when I was born, all the time I feel like something special inside in me, and how to just take out it somewhere, find some way and to take out it and show to the people.
And I say it all the time, you can talk about whatever you want. You can talk about the fighter, whatever you want to say, but family needs to be off limits, and certainly when they're past it. But in some ways, even though that was excruciatingly painful for Conor and it's going to be time out and all the rest of it, it actually, in a funny way, was convenient because it keeps the dream alive. It gives them an excuse. It allows them to say, no, I broke my leg, I'll recover, I'll come back, we'll do another fight, a fourth fight, and then we'll win and we'll go on from there.